I can't wait because Kanye be a part of this.
No, it's gonna hurt.
I won the Academy Award, motherfucker. She's an actress.
Is this movie miscellaneous or?
It's movie news.
It's movie news.
Oh god.
Movie news.
Yeah.
You guys didn't think to put it on the source.
I just saw it right before. I read the
Okay.
article right before.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'll try to remember.
We'll
pretty
remind
bad.
you. Don't worry.
Trust me.
Okay, because we were having a slight change of format this week. Just for this week.
Sounds sexy.
Sounds sexy.
Usual.
You want my body and you think I'm sexy.
I kind of asked for that. So let's roll the credits.
See, that's what we should do, Nick. You should have that change. Instead of it saying keep calm and die first, have to say keep calm and die sexy.
I could do that.
You know, if you worked in engineering, you'd be safe.
Mm.
Scotty was a red shirt, but he never died.
No.
At least not in
Alright.
the universe. Damn you, Scotty. Wait. Could it be?
And
It is the angry monkey himself.
we're back.
That's right. High-class geeks assemble. I am your friendly neighborhood geekazoid, Evan Ransom, here for High-Class Geek News. Joined with me today is the man who doesn't look a thing like Jesus anymore, Icky B.
How's it going?
You know, if we can like get it all frizzy a little bit, give it like a dirty, greasy look, and put some makeup on him, we may have the Heath Ledger Joker. Everyone's favorite geek couple, Jixie.
Yeah, hi.
JPEG, but whatever.
You will always be Gypsy. You do not get to pick your name. It has been selected for you by the Council of Geeks.
That's right,
What, you
ladies
still-
and gentlemen.
Dad.
From his project of several weeks, we have the angry monkey himself, John Little.
Hi, kids.
Is there anything you would like to say about the loss of Christopher Lee since you were not here last week?
It sucks. That's it. I'm proud to have been making holy armaments in his honor, which is now on my resume, creator of holy armaments.
All right, and later on we'll be joined by the rabbit, but until then, let's get this party started, right?
Yeah.
We got a lot of news. And you know why we have a lot of news? I'll give you a hint. Today's episode is titled, Shall We Play a Game?
Wow, really reaching for that one, Evan.
Yeah.
Cold.
I completely missed what you said. So I'm
Really?
going to assume you were just celebrating my awesomeness.
Really reaching for that one.
So, what's our main story then?
E3.
E3.
Damn Skippy! That's right, we are starting things off with the video game news this week because E3 just fucking happened. There is nothing bigger in the geek world right now than the fact that E3 just dropped a major fucking geekgasm bomb on us all of awesomeness as it does every year. This is the kind of video gaming news even a comic book geek like me can't ignore.
Or the.
You do realize now that we are technically
Video games. What?
I'll say you do realize now that we are technically a somewhat well-respected blog. We're going to have to start sending. Well, bear with me here. We might actually be able to.
I don't even respect this. Who the hell? Anyway, keep going.
We might be able to actually get press passes to E3
What?
Say what?
because you can't buy tickets anymore, but you can get press passes.
Okay. Gotta at least save two of us.
Sorry, my heart on hit the table. God damn it.
I did
So, in the spirit of fairness, now that Rabbit's here, I'm going to have to volunteer the two of us to attend E3 next year.
I am firmly okay with this.
Of course you are.
Of course.
You know,
That means we can get passes to San Diego Comic-Con.
that's a little harder. Plus,
Take Miami.
Oh, wait, sorry. Anyway,
You guys can have San Diego. I'll take Miami.
what up, Rabbit?
okay, well, if you guys got Miami, then me and Rabbit got PAX East.
Fuck yeah.
I want to go to PAX East.
Tough shit. You took Miami.
I want to go.
Anyway, moving on. Video game releases for this week. Devil May Care 4 Special Edition. Planet
Devil
Side 2.
May Cry 4.
Devil May Cry, sorry. Alright, I'm anxious to get through this stuff. There's one thing that's got me excited. I'm saving it for last on the releases. Tales from the Borderlands, Episode 3, Catch a Ride. And of course, after years of waiting, months of being held back, Batman Arkham Knight. I get to drive the Batmobile! Yeah!
Somebody get Evan a towel.
Yeah.
I think I got some of that on
I
me.
already made up my pre-order. GameStop told me twice about the free and midnight release.
Screen.
I am getting my copy midnight tomorrow night.
What are you, 16?
Gotham needs me.
Well, on the bright side, it's a good thing we do these podcasts on Sunday because you would cancel yet tomorrow's podcast.
I made sure I had 2 days off so I can save Gotham.
Wow.
Wow, really?
Dedication.
Yep.
But it's like only going to be like 16 hours of gameplay.
Whew.
Oh.
Meanwhile, thanks to E3, we have a lot of trailers. I believe if I counted this correctly, we have a fuckload. Yes. So we're in the area of a fuckload of trailers. For starters, Star Wars, The Old Republic, Knights of the Fallen Empire. Who got that one?
Yo. Amazeballs.
I saw that trailer.
What does anything to say about aside from Amazeballs? I haven't had a chance to actually watch any of these.
It's funny. We were discussing.
I've been too busy, but I made sure you guys had access to them so you could watch them.
I watched it like twice in one day. It was worth it. It was so worth it. Like, I even rewinded it like a couple times. Watched the last like 10, 20 seconds a couple times. Pretty awesome.
Well, Rabbit and I have been a bit busy, but I did catch that one, and it was fucking. We were actually discussing this the other night, where it's Disney had gone to all the companies making Star Wars games, going, your game's no longer canon, don't make anything, and then they went to Bethesda. They didn't go to Bethesda. Bethesda contacted Disney, going, are we okay? And Disney's like, you just keep doing what you're doing.
Oh. Meanwhile, this is another one. I wish I did catch it because I am a fan of this series. Uncharted 4. Nathan Drake is back, motherfuckers!
What can you say about Uncharted? It's a modern day Indiana Jones. They haven't jumped the shark. It's fucking awesome.
A great group of people too.
Also, we got a trailer. Apparently, fans of the series have been waiting for this. The official PlayStation 4 remake of Final Fantasy VII.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've seen
I
some
saw that.
stills from it, and it looks amazing.
No,
So amazing.
Point of order. When are we going to get Chrono Trigger? When is that going to happen? I want that.
Hey, Rabbit, shut your face, okay? Yes, Chrono Trigger's coming. But first, reason I know Chrono Trigger's coming is because the same company, not Square, same company that talked about, the remake of Final Fantasy VII is immediately starting to talk about remakes of 4 and 6 Japanese, which is 2 and 3 US.
That's
Which
crazy
means
about Chrono
We
Trigger.
will get Chrono Trigger.
No, we won't.
Yes, we will.
They killed the fan.
It might be like 5 years. Well, 10 years.
They
But
killed the friends. Okay, so they're doing a fan remake like 5 or 6, maybe even 7 years ago. They set the system to desist and said you can no longer use our assets. And they haven't done anything
Turn
with
off your auto-tune.
I think Rabbit earns our max headroom reward this week.
it.
Start singing R&B, Rabbit. Do it while you can.
Why is it so hard?
Thank you, T-Pain.
That's pretty much what it sounds like.
Glad to see we can still get the celebs in while we can.
Evan, before it starts fixing itself, please sing. Please, I just need you to sing the phrase "I fucked a mermaid."
I fucked a mermaid.
That's why people come to us. That's why we are a respectable blog.
Yeah.
That's right. That's why we don't do porn.
Yep, because we tell you about shit like the Wii U version of Star Fox Zero coming out.
Woo!
I was never a huge fan of Star Fox franchise, so that one didn't really tickle my fancy.
I still have my Star Fox 64 and the 64 to play it on.
That's okay, because I'm getting new Zelda, and that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
You know what we're all getting? Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
My friend shit a brick about that one. I thought it was kind of cute.
I know several people that shit a brick about that one, and I'm just like, well, of course you got a new one because Disney has new franchises. I'm just gonna be interested. I want to see how Star Wars and the Avengers fit into Kingdom Hearts. That will be the only thing that entertains me.
I haven't played the other two. I've never touched them.
Or Tron.
God, imagine how awesome it'll be if they're able to get the actual actors to do the voices for the Marvel characters.
That'd be crazy.
I would lose respect for Robert Downey Jr. for that.
For doing Kingdom Hearts.
Too much
Yes.
fun.
I'm too busy imagining all the female players sliding on their chairs as soon as Loki comes on screen.
Yes, yes, yes. Asgardian ovaries go boom. We get it.
Speaking of boom, Halo 5.
Whatever.
As well as something called Shenmue 3. This one
Yes! Yes, Shenmue! Ah! It's the only reason I'm mad I don't have an Xbox.
I think John just fisted God.
I can make holy hand grenades, I can fist God.
Whoa. Whoa. That's a
Personally.
huge jump, man.
I have a papal fucking sanction.
Personally, what made me
Go paint some
these days.
clouds.
Okay, I always said I like video games, but I never call myself a gamer, but there are certain games I go out of my way for. The Arkham series is pretty obvious, I think, by now. I think still got some splooge on the... Anyway. And, of course, anybody who's heard me rave about The Last of Us knows I love it. These next two games come from a series. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. First off, Hitman. Hitman is back.
Yeah, I knew they were gonna that.
No. No. Only if it plays like Blood Money. Absolution sucks so hard I couldn't finish playing it.
I'm not lying. A lot of them were complete like sleep through games. Like literally, I'd fall asleep playing.
I don't care. I just want to kill people. I want to garrote people and hide their bodies.
Yeah, well, I don't want to be put on fucking rails. That's my problem. Absolution fucking ruined the franchise.
I was gonna say there was a better game franchise for garroting and hiding bodies. It was called Tenchu Stealth Assassins. Let's have a new one of that, please.
Yeah.
Well, you guys can't take away my joy from the second one, though. Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
I've never played the first one.
Yeah, Mirror's
I
Edge is
hate
kind
that.
of badass.
Mirror's Edge is what made me realize I prefer FPSs that don't do a lot of shooting. Because if you play that game, every single time you beat someone up or take a gun or kill somebody with it, you feel bad, like you failed.
No.
It's not even a moral thing either. It's just the game is designed so you can get through each stage just by outrunning your enemies.
It's not
So
really
the fact that you actually couldn't figure out what to do fast enough, that you had to fight your way out, makes you feel bad.
But
So
there's something so good about shooting people in the face.
It's not. It's not. You don't play a parkour game to shoot people in the face, dude.
Yeah, you do.
I play zombie games to shoot people in the face, like The Last of Us.
I just play Unreal Tournament to shoot people in the face. It's more satisfying.
Don't act like some of you don't have a copy of GoldenEye to also help you shoot people in the face.
I'm one of the few people I know that never got into GoldenEye.
I played Perfect Dark.
I didn't either because I didn't have the console growing up because I was poor, and whenever I went to parties, that's just probably what put me off FPSs. People, don't be assholes to the guy who doesn't get to practice playing the FPS all the time. Give him a chance to shoot something.
No,
yeah, no. Survival of the fittest, indeed.
Like when I used to play Planet 2 with my outfit, I would go Galaxy.
No, survival of the fittest is when you get dropped into a tournament in the real world where it's basically fucking battle royale and only one's going to come out alive. That's when it's survival of the fittest. Go ahead and come after my ass then. I'm still going to win. But if it's a fucking video game where I'm too fucking poor to have the console, come on.
Sorry.
There's a point where you're not being stops being survival of the fittest. It just becomes being an asshole. That's the point.
That's also high school, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Not an excuse. Oh, and something called Cuphead. We got a trailer for something called Cuphead.
I love Cuphead. I want Cuphead. I'm excited about this game.
Are there 2 girls?
Yeah, no, there are no 2 girls in Cuphead, so that would be really weird.
God.
So the only problem with Cuphead is it made me realize there was one superhero franchise that never got a video game, and that saddens me. Too Much Coffee Man never got a video game. We need a Too Much Coffee Man video game.
Oh God, Too Much Coffee Man.
I know, bringing it back old school, but still. Cuphead, though, I've seen the development of this for months. The trailer did not disappoint. It looks like somebody made a video game out of an old Tex Avery cartoon that just keeps getting weirder and weirder. They gave me some acid and made me play a video game, and I'm happy.
So I'm guessing you were very satisfied with some of the offerings from E3, John. That's the vibe I'm getting from you.
This is probably the most satisfied I've been from an E3 in a couple of years.
Yeah.
I mean, I think part of the big thing for me this year, now granted, I don't watch E3 like I used to, but a lot of the emphasis this year seemed to be not on the big name developers anymore. A lot more of the indie games were getting the spotlight, and a lot more of the indie games are getting notoriety. I mean, I'm sorry, I saw EA's presentation, and you might as well have just farted on a microphone, because that's really all EA had to offer.
It's because EA sucks.
Well, yes, EA sucks. We all know EA sucks.
No.
Eventually they're going to implode upon themselves like a neutron star due to their own shittiness, but we can only hope and wait.
You know what I've done and held up to for like the better part of the last 10 years that none of my friends have and none of the internet has? When I said I'm sick and tired of EA, how they do their games, and how they're forcing Origin down my throat, I said I will no longer buy their shit, and I haven't.
I can honestly say I haven't bought them.
For the remix of everything you say on this episode.
Does anybody know a techno DJ? We need them. Ooh, wait, Pixie.
They'll be the best use of auto-tune. Somebody decided to auto-tune, what's his name, from Cosmos.
Pixie, I need you to go downtown and go get Cuddy Styles and have him remix this shit. You know Cuddy Styles, Stephen Cuddy Styles. Little Asian man owns a salon downtown in Greenville.
I don't even know if that's still there, dude.
He's still there. Well, go find us a DJ in Greenville, because I don't know any here in Iowa.
I know one in Northern Virginia.
Okay, we'll get them on board. We need to have this shit remixed next week.
Is it that bad right now? Is it really bad auto-tuning? Kind of?
It's really bad cutting out auto-tuning, my rabbit.
I'll fix it.
We'll work around it.
Moving on.
Anyway, also we got a first look at actual gameplay, the Walker Assault on Hoth for Star Wars Battlefront.
I know.
John, are you gonna cry?
No.
That's
I'm not gonna cry. I just have I have a little bit of midichlorian in my eye. That's all.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Just-
Yeah, right. And I was stoic the entire time I watched Inside Out.
No, refreshing.
Well, I was, but then because it's just a remake of Herman's Head.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Herman's
it
Head
is.
never went that deep. Herman's Head never brought up his imaginary friend from his childhood,
Point.
played by Richard Kind.
Point.
Don't act like you didn't shed a tear when what happened happened.
Point.
Point.
And finally, in video game news, looks like Killer Instinct will be coming to the PC with crossplay for the Xbox One.
I'm going to be
PC games.
I'm going to be interested to see that, just simply because Killer Instinct, you know, again, that kind of went out of favor back in what, the mid '90s, late '90s.
It had its 5 seconds of. Let's be honest, the mid '90s, like the worst thing you could have done was release a fighting game, because you were already going up against the two-sided juggernaut of Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, and all of their cousins and clones and sequels and reboots and remakes. It was the FPS of the mid '90s.
You know what game we need to bring back? We need a new one of. We need Primal Rage.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
Or even better, you know what?
What's the one where it's sort of a cross between a fighting game and a side scroller, where one of the playable characters was the mayor because you had to get his daughter back?
Oh, Final Fight.
Yeah, we should bring that back.
No, we shouldn't. No, we shouldn't.
Dude, you played the mayor, and he was buff.
Yeah, you played Mayor Hagar. I remember it. I have it on SNES.
Can we at least put him in Super Smash Brothers?
No, we've got enough characters in Super Smash Brothers.
Play Fighter.
And
We need more Mayor Hagar!
no, we can put him in King of the Fighters, though.
King of the Fighters, they already did a movie of that, and that was the worst piece of shit
Yeah,
ever.
we don't discuss that horrible thing ever.
I'm not even going to
Live
mention
action or anime?
like the main character.
Live action, we don't discuss it.
Was it done by Uwe Boyle?
We don't say his name.
We don't talk about it.
If we say his name 3 times, Linkara and Spoonie show up.
Speaking of people we actually like, Telltale Games had announced that they have a new Walking Dead game coming out, which will be focusing on the character of Michonne.
Nice. I didn't catch that one.
And also, if you have a Wii U, you can currently get what is being marketed as Earthbound Beginnings, which is basically a re-release of Mother.
Nice. I'm gonna have to get me a Wii U.
Well, you better get one soon because they're about to stop and end Wii U as we know it, because it's the Nintendo NX that everybody's going to be talking about within the next 6 months.
Yeah, but when are we gonna get it? Not till next year.
Not until next year.
So I need to get a Wii
Start
U.
beta testing within 6 months. Though.
I gotta have a really,
that's pretty
really
awesome.
good reason to get this new Nintendo system, because damn it on the Wii U.
I just can't believe you're willing to halt progress on the Wii U so fast.
There's enough out there, it's just no one's buying them.
And that's Nintendo's problem.
Yeah.
No, they're expensive. Anyway,
Compared to the other systems, they're freaking cheap.
Cheap now.
all right, folks, that was over 20 minutes straight of straight-up video game talk.
Wait.
You forgot one.
The the HoloLenses. Did anybody remember? Did anybody see anything?
Oh yeah, the Minecraft HoloLenses that Microsoft putting out to make.
God, it looks amazing.
I just hope they have a PC version because I refuse to play it on an Xbox because I refuse to buy an Xbox.
But now you can play it Xbox, PC, PlayStation. Doesn't matter what you're playing on.
Yeah, I play on PC, and again, you guys got to get your PC up and running so you can come join the server. so I could destroy you with Thaumcraft.
But you could use your tablet, your phone. Ridiculous.
Hi, Momo. We hear you too.
Yeah, she's going through things right now.
Aww.
She's just bitching. I have nothing to wear. Nothing to wear. Moving on.
Moving on. Let's get on to some movies.
Oh.
First off, somebody mentioned, aside from me and John, who else saw Inside Out this week?
I did not.
I missed it.
Oh, you guys gotta see that. You're going to cry.
I will actually say I'm ashamed I haven't seen Jurassic Park yet.
I haven't.
Okay.
We talked about it, and then we ended up not going, and I really regret it.
Really good.
It's a mediocre movie. Wait until it's at the cheapo theater, then watch it.
There's no cheapo theater here, so.
I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Well, I'm someone who actually watched it with my own eyes before anybody said anything about it. It really is
Shit.
boring. It's just a basic movie.
I think I want to see Jurassic Park more in theaters for the nostalgia factor because I saw the first.
Well,
That's why I said
that's totally why they did
I didn't
it.
say don't watch it in a movie theater. The climax at the end is worth seeing in a movie theater, but I wouldn't spend like big movie theater money on it. I will spend the cheapo theater money on it.
Okay.
Or in the case where I saw it, no money.
Right.
Yay for having it in.
I do miss having those perks with you, Evan.
Yeah, I will tell you right now, I have said several times before, what this movie is, it feels like some exec at Universal had like a nephew or something who was a senior in film school, and so he gave him $150 million and a big franchise name so to get his final thesis done. That's what this movie feels like, because everything, it's less like a story actually organically happening, and more like somebody ticking off boxes. Okay, we have established that these are main characters, this is our hero, this is our villain, these are the people they need to save, and, you know, I literally said the first 40 minutes of this movie could be somebody just loading up a magazine clip one bullet at a time, then loading it up into an M60 with the words "Chekhov" in big letters on the side. It is that basic and by the numbers. There are no characters in this movie, just archetypes. I mean this. No characters at all. Everyone is just an archetype. They are there solely for what they need to do for the plot, no matter how much screen time they get. And it's another one of those where I give what I call the Oliver Platt Award to Vincent D'Onofrio for playing the character who's supposed to be our villain, but is actually right the whole time.
Yep, that's pretty much Oliver Platt.
Thank you, 2012. Thanks to you, I have the Oliver Platt Award.
Now we just need to give out our yearly big-lipped alligator moment.
I can't think if there was one in this movie. I'll have to watch it again. Oh, maybe not.
Moving on.
Moving on. Coming on theaters this week, Max. I don't know what this is. I know nothing about it, and I don't care, because Ted 2 is also coming out this week, and I will be there to see that.
Yeah, Ted 2 is one of those ones that I enjoyed the first one. I will probably not spend money on the second.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be as excited if it wasn't for the fact that Ted 2 is clearly not, it doesn't have sequelitis. Like, Seth MacFarlane was smart. He moved the story forward. And all I can say after seeing the trailer several times is I still cannot think of a better way to prove in a court of law that you have a soul.
No, I agree. I still just don't want to pay, I wouldn't pay $10 to see it. I'd pay $1.50.
Well, who said I was going to do that?
Well, yeah, you're not paying for it.
Also, I don't think Ted, either the Ted or Ted 2 we think about is really a big movie theater style movie. It's not like, say, Gravity or something like that, where the theater will make that big a difference. It's a very small, contained kind of a story.
Yeah.
About a boy and his teddy bear.
That was
yes,
weird.
The stripper movie comes out the week after. That'll be the second year in my lifetime where all the men went to watch a movie about a teddy bear and all the women went to watch a movie about strippers.
Hee.
I guess got a theme. I can for it.
Really?
I was looking for it so we could see it.
Okay, Jay, in response to what you just said, fuck no.
No, wait.
We'll
You gotta
talk
read the
about it.
article. We'll talk
Yeah.
about it. You go.
Oh my god.
I'm going to wait until we get to the casting bit of this.
Yep.
On home video this week, Tom and Jerry Spy Quest. Stop the pounding heart. Sean, quit distracting me.
No.
The Fisher King. She's got a husband for that, John. Johnny Be Good. What? Needful Things. This got the words right across my mouth, dude. I said that. Oh god. Soul Playing Collector's Edition. God damn it. And Stone Cold.
This is bad.
Oh god.
Oh man. You too. Why do you have a keyboard?
I know.
Trailers this week.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh.
Don't say things you can't take back, dude.
At least she's real.
Real what? Anyway.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, trailers this week. You can stop texting for a little bit because this is a trailer that demands our respect, damn it. The Peanuts movie.
For what? I did not see that.
Oh yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the Peanuts movie. I mean, basically, they're doing Peanuts CG.
But the best part is, it's not like they're trying to make it look like a Disney Pixar film. It's like, the best way I can think of to put it is if you...
It's like you took the old ones from the 70s and 80s and added a little extra flair. That's really, from what the design looks like, it's very simple.
The best way I can think of to describe it was this, like, imagine those 3D, like, action figures of Peanuts toys, and imagine they could actually fully move them and make them talk.
Shrinky dinks.
Yeah. And Rabbit, we are not going to fuck Peanuts. Yep.
Oh,
Class.
So classy.
Also,
Happy.
well, I'll say that one for last. We got a teaser trailer for Kung Fu Panda 3.
Yeah.
I am excited.
I'm excited. I love that.
I can honestly say 1 and 2 have no problems with any of them. I think they're absolutely delightful. So 3, just from what I've seen in the teaser trailer, I'm excited.
I love it.
And finally, this is probably a bit sad, but still, deserves mentioning. We got the first trailer for Boulevard, which will feature the very last dramatic performance by the late, great Robin Williams.
Yep.
Alright.
That one I'm probably going to have to watch at home in a darkened room with a box of tissues and deep away from anyone who could ever see me cry, because that's going to be an ugly cry.
No, we're probably going to have to get at least 2 things.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm going to have to watch Mrs. Doubtfire right after that.
And masturbate like you usually do?
No, that's Good Morning Vietnam. I like his aggressive voice in that.
Always Dead Poets
No, I
Society.
just can't help but imagine him in the morning just using that when he beats off. Good morning,
Actually, people are like, "Good morning, Wood," or as we like to call it, breakfast in bed.
Oh.
In casting news, it looks like Jack Houston will not be playing the title character.
Wow.
I'm being upstaged by word balloons.
Wow.
Moving on. David Tennant has taken on another comic book-related role, an animated feature film adaptation of the indie comic Chew, where he'll be playing Mason Savoy, the main character's basically arch enemy. For those who don't know, Chew is a comic series about a police detective who is the classic thing where, you know, like a psychic can touch something and they'll tell you everything about it, except he's got to eat it. This includes bodies.
Now, it also says that David Tennant's actually replacing Robin Williams, who was originally cast for this part.
We already got our Robin Williams sad moment, woman. Let the listeners figure that out on their own. Jesus.
Now, wait a minute. This is a worthy replacement.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Robin Williams.
I'm not saying that he's not a worthy replacement. I'm saying I already had to be remind myself once earlier about the death of Robin Williams. I don't need it twice under 5 minutes.
Quit reminding yourself. Find something better to do.
She reminded me.
I did.
Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna skip to the thing that makes me.
Oh, this is going to make a lot of people angry if you're about to say what you're going to say.
I'm gonna skip to the good news here. There's something that makes me happy. It looks like Forrest Whitaker might be in the Star Wars Rogue One movie.
Wow.
Forrest Whitaker does nothing except make me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I see the movie, I'm like, it's Ghost Dog.
Now, the real question is, what is Forrest Whitaker's lazy eye going to play?
Oh.
That.
Oh, fuck you people.
Warm.
And Catherine Waterston.
This hair lip, man. That's just fucking wrong, dude.
And Catherine Waterston has been cast as the main female lead for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, the Harry Potter spinoff. Now, go ahead and depress me with what, if I looked at the thing there, it's just rumor mill right now, so it's nothing that's concrete. But Jay, what are you going to try to traumatize me with?
I'm just saying that it has been released that she had talked to Marvel Studios and that they had shown a lot of interest about bringing her into the Avengers storylines.
As fucking who?
You know, that's where it comes to speculation. People are throwing out all kinds of things like, you know.
There's only one character that
Somebody said Medusa of the Inhumans. Another person.
No!
God.
I thought Monica Rambeau would be even worse, but I led with Medusa first, but it was Monica Rambeau that
No, if they're saying Inhumans, I know exactly who they're saying they want her to play. No, fuck no, no!
Sad to say,
No!
I'm with Evan on this one.
I am totally.
Well, like I
I
said,
want her just to stay away.
There's
Now,
only one character Beyonce's even
Misty
remotely
Knight.
qualified to play in the Marvel Universe, and that's Misty fucking Knight. And even then, that should only be because you can't get someone better.
okay, I'm going to put out a little PSA. Musicians, rappers, people of anything other than acting, please stop trying to join movies.
No, I got
99% of your performances are absolute and utter shit, with the exclusion of people like Ludacris. Now, if you continue to ruin my movies with your shitty acting, I'm going to continue to ruin your music with my shitty asshole. That's
John,
right. Yes.
I'm going to put an addendum on this, and let me tell you kids a funny little story. There was a wonderful little show called The Wire. If you've ever watched The Wire or know The Wire, you know two things. One is, it had a fuckload of street cred for obvious reasons. The other thing is, that it had a considerable lack of rappers acting in the roles. In fact, the only one that comes to mind is Redman.
Yeah.
You know why Redman was in that show? Got off his ass, he auditioned for the part, and did better than everybody else. So if you want to be in my fucking comic book movie, I don't care if you're a rapper. You just better prove you're the fucking best in the audition first.
And that's pretty much what my statement was.
I'd like to say this about the whole Beyonce situation. And this goes really to Beyonce, if she's out there. Listening.
She's watching.
With all
She's
of our...
watching right now.
If
We'll
she
know if she'll write a single.
does a Marvel movie or whatever, do it with class, bring a lot of respect to it, and make sure Kanye West stays the fuck away from it after it's done. I don't want to see him at an award show blowing up, saying you should have got the fucking Oscar for your stupid little role that Marvel was...
No, I'm just imagining Kanye at the Oscars. I was like, yo, I'm going to let him finish, but I just want you to know I thought Superman deserved this Oscar, all right?
Bradley Cooper then lives his life as the American sniper and takes his ass out right there in the fucking theater, okay? But I don't want to hear none of that shit.
Marvel already has American Sniper.
I will honestly say the only reason I think we should keep Kanye around is to literally continue to watch him implode on himself. It's perfectly harmless entertainment. No one's harmed in the process but Kanye.
Unless, of course, they wanted to go to Disneyland on North's 2nd birthday.
Okay, we're going to have a road trip and go to Disneyland when North is there and sneak into the park.
No, it's already happened, dude. It's too late.
There's always next year.
No, they'll try to do something else to one up themselves because, let's be honest, that Kim and Kanye are all about trying to show the world just how rich they are because they make a living off of being douchebags. Moving on, production news. We have a director for Gambit. Rupert Wyatt, who was the director for Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and this makes me insanely happy because I cannot express how much I love the direction in that film. Direction in Rise was phenomenal, and I was like, okay, I'm keeping track of this guy. I want to know what he does next. That was his first film, as far as I know. So, whatever failings Channing Tatum may have, I'm going to assume the director will make up for them. I like Channing Tatum, but he is far from my first choice to play Gambit.
The thing is like, okay, if he's going to play Remy LeBeau, he better be like coon-ass, I'm from Louisiana, completely fucking Cajun Creole motherfucker. I better believe it, 110%. It better not be like one of these.
I think he's going to at least give it a shot. Something tells me that he's not just in the role because he wants high publicity. He's a genuine geek. I think he is. He's best friends with Jonah Hill. He's got to be.
I'm kind of with Jay on this one. It's really going to have to be an on-point performance, but I think he's got the ability to do it, but whether or not he does is the question.
I'm going to watch it for the same reason I sat through every episode of Constantine. I love the character too much to not give it a shot.
All I want to say is Jupiter Ascending.
That is so not Channing Tatum's fault.
That's very true.
Moving on.
Yeah.
We took the
We
money.
also got our first look on set of Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to lie, though, I don't like how it feels like they're just making them all women for the sake of making them all women.
Yeah.
Jessica McCarthy makes a fantastic Egon.
Yeah.
Oh, that picture I saw of Kate McKinnon, she actually looked fairly cool. I mean, they had her hair almost like Egon's, and she had like these big old goggles on top of her head, and I don't know, I kind of like the look.
I'm not going to be satisfied until I finally see what they look like in the uniforms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have to admit I'm excited because I don't know.
All we can do is see how they do. You know,
Yeah.
It's one of those things. Just gotta take time and let it.
Nothing will stop entertaining me about the fact that Janine is being played by Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just hope to God they keep the "We got one" in there.
Oh God, can you imagine it with that Australian accent he's got? We got one! And then Mjolnir shows up.
It's a paperweight.
Just slams the
It's
bell
just
down
on
with
the
a hammer.
And once again, I flash back to the climax of the second Thor movie, where Mjolnir just keeps having to go back and forth because of all the portals. Anyway, and in movie news, we are getting another Halloween movie called Halloween Returns, where he'll be taking on the Penguin.
Is Rob Zombie doing this one again?
No.
Okay.
Nope. But we do have news about Rob Zombie. He won't be doing this because he will be directing an entirely different movie.
Yeah.
As the film studio he works with has acquired the film rights to the memoir Raised Eyebrows, My Years Inside Groucho's House.
Oh my no.
Yep.
I
He's
just
directing a Groucho Marx biopic.
loves Groucho Marx.
I know, but God, no.
Imagine the twist on that one.
I just, in true Rob Zombie fashion, I just wonder what role his wife is going to play and how much her tits will be out.
And that last.
Well, the important thing is that we get the signature Rob Zombie, my wife's ass shot.
Probably.
He is very, very proud of that derriere. Moving on to television. Me out on home video this week. My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, the Cutie Mark quest. For those of you who, me having to say that because they're geeks and we accept all, but feel as if a piece of their soul died and want it back. Reading Rainbow, Animal Cafe.
I got a bing.
I have no idea where that came.
I'm thinking
Rabbit's voice has been reduced to a series of beeps at this point, so
Yeah.
I think he
my
just
God,
chimed
it's
in.
Droid.
He is.
One for yes, two for no.
He is the droid we're looking for.
Oh, please tell me he's wearing one of those R2-D2 bikinis.
No comment
I'll
because there's
just go
no
with
me.
That's no moon.
That's Uranus.
Here are two for Halloween.
And let's see. In green light, I finally found a way to say these renewal cancels. Well, not renewal or cancels, but yes, we got two shows. They got the green light. These are official. They are happening. Let's get the lesser of the two out of the way. Dragon's Race to the Edge is coming to Netflix June 26th.
Yeah.
If I got that trailer right. This is a spin-off of How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, cool.
Looks like they even got the original actors back, so that's really
I
awesome.
saw a trailer for it. It actually looks pretty good.
Yep.
I was happy with the little I was able to catch in the trailer before I was. It should be pointed out, everything I compiled it very last minute. That's why I was like 2 minutes later to getting a hold of you guys and letting you know I was standing by and all that. So there's a reason I did not have the time to check this shit out. But the much bigger one, the much better one, the one that gets guys like me and John like just on the verge of having an explosive orgasm. Starz has officially greenlit Neil Gaiman's American Gods.
Yes.
I saw some of the concept art for this, and it looks amazing. Oh my god.
I am very trepidatious about this.
I don't blame you.
Because it's Starz. I have not been pleased with Starz over the last few years. So it's one of those things that Starz better realize from the get-go that if you fuck this up, there is no recovery.
On the other hand, they did give us a naked Lucy Lawless.
So did the internet in the 90s. That doesn't make it high quality or lasting.
I just want to know who's going to play Mr. Nancy. That's it for me.
There's only one choice. Chi McBride.
No, too big.
Fuck it. Benson's dead. That Robert Guillaume's gone. That would have been perfect.
Oh, dude, you know who would be awesome? He wouldn't be like a perfect physical match, but he would make an awesome Mr. Nancy. I cannot remember the actor's name, but the old black dude from The Wire. The one that was like locked up in the basement for 13 years and makes his money making little furniture for dollhouses.
Made the little furniture.
I don't remember.
The dollhouse furniture.
He would be awesome. Just put a green fedora on him and make it happen.
Yeah, but at that point in time, who plays Mr. Wednesday?
God, just to entertain me, I would want it to be fuck, who's the guy who plays Odin and Thor? I forgot his name.
Hopkins.
Yeah, I would love for it to be Anthony Hopkins just for the sake of entertainment.
Moving on.
Moving
We
on.
can sit. We can literally sit here and talk about casting for this, for days.
For those viewers who haven't figured it out, we might all have a soft spot for that book.
Yeah.
Who bought the 10th anniversary edition?
Mine signed.
Oh, fucker. Anyway.
But then again, so is my first edition.
Speaking of sensationalized TV networks, now that we've gone on to news, FX, it looks like, has signed on to do an adaptation of one of my personal favorite comic series out today. The one that every time I say the title, it makes John gets a sad face because he realizes he should be reading it just based off the title alone. And that is Jason Aaron and Jeff Lemire's Southern Bastards.
I'll have you know, I started.
Finally!
And you're right, it's damn good.
I need to read it.
You do. It is... I'd say this is in my top 5 of comics that are coming out right now.
Yeah.
Leia, come here. Leia.
Especially when you get to the end of issue 4, that when you have to wait until the very last page of issue 4 to find out what the entire series is actually about.
I'm not even there yet, so...
Also, it looks like that the CW, or someone in CW, is really impressed with what they're seeing in Legends of Tomorrow. So impressed that it looks like Hawkgirl is currently in development to have her own series on the CW. Same actress and everything.
Oh, that should be pretty good.
That'd be cool.
Well, we love Hawkgirl. Actually, we call her that. We love Hawkgirl. She's a girl who likes to drink, likes to fight, and basically beats up criminals with a big-ass mace.
Yep. Or as I like to call her, Honey.
Because that's, in the end, that's what it means to be a man today. It means you go out there hoping to find a hot girl, and you don't know how many Harley Quinns you have to go through before you find her.
I'm not allowed to go through anymore. No.
Yep.
There could be a Catwoman out there for you. Or that unicorn we call Wonder Woman. Speaking of comic books, it's time for comic books!
Hey!
Single issue suggestions this week. Gotham by Midnight. Another one of my personal favorite series, arguably the best thing that DC is producing right now. Basically all about how the Spectre and a group of Gotham City police detectives have to solve the weird crimes that even Batman doesn't like to get involved in because they're magic related. Let's see, the tie-in miniseries to Secret Wars, Age of Ultron versus Marvel Zombies #1. I've been waiting for this one. It's the one foe the zombies can't eat. Daredevil #16, as Mark Waid is nearing the end of his run. Howard the Duck number 4, because I swear to God, it's like Steve Gerber came back to the dead and started writing this book again.
Nice.
Shield number 7, because I don't think it's getting enough press. Don Vampirella number 4 of 6. If you know who either of those characters are, I don't need to say anything else.
Nope.
And finally, another one that I put in my top 5 best comics currently out there on the market today, Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips, The Fade Out. Phillips. Sorry, there's 2 Sean artists out there I've been keeping track of lately, and I keep getting their names mixed up. But Sean Phillips, The Fade Out. Number 7, about a troubled production in, like, 1940s Hollywood. It's the best HBO series that's not on HBO. Graphic novel suggestions this week: JSA Omnibus Volume 3 hardcover at $125. Caps off the Jeff Johns run. For those who want to catch up on this Ant-Man character before the movie comes out, Ant-Man Giant Man Epic Collection Volume 1, The Man in Ant Hill, $34.99. And also, once again, bringing up Howard the Duck, for those who want to know what I'm talking about when I mention Steve Gerber, Howard the Duck Complete Collection Volume 1 trade paperback at $34.99. In comic book news, here are some names we will not be hearing at the San Diego Comic-Con. Marvel Studios, Paramount, and Sony. Right now, it doesn't look like these companies are necessarily mad at the SDCC or anything, so much as just, well, they don't, pretty much Paramount and Sony doesn't really have enough to make a hullabaloo about, and Marvel pretty much blew their wad at the last one. Yeah, they need a little bit more time to recharge. Oh, the look on John's face.
Marvel just going, look, guys, we gave it the best we could. Right now, don't look at it. Don't touch it. Just don't even think about
They
it.
said we told you everything we're going to be doing for the next 5 years. What more can we tell you now?
20 minutes of a sandwich. Just 20 minutes of a sandwich, guys.
I just need a little nap. A little nap and some Gatorade, and I'll be good to go again.
The thing that gets me about that, though, is that Kevin Feige has already come out and said that he's got things planned up to, I think, 2025 or 2030. So it's not that they don't have more they could tell us if they wanted to. They just decided they gave us enough awesome for now. So I'm wondering what the awesome is after the awesome. Oh God, I can't. What if they do Annihilation? Anyway, also we got our first actual confirmation thing about post-Secret Wars Marvel. Beyond just here's a picture or showing you some of the characters. No. One thing we know for sure, we will have a title simply called Spider-Man. It will be written by Brian Michael Bendis and drawn by Sarah Pichelli. And answering the question that has been on our minds for a while now, Miles Morales is the title character.
Wow.
I waited a very long time for us to finally have a black Spider-Man. I believe I just answered your question with that statement, Rabbit. But to go into more detail, that was in Ultimate Spider-Man, they killed off that version of Peter Parker for a while, and he got replaced with another character who it turned out had been bitten by an updated version of the Spider named Miles Morales, who's half black, half Hispanic, and had been pretty much trying to live up to Peter Parker's legacy because he feels partially responsible for not being there to help him out when Peter died. And that sounds like a Transmetropolitan sequel.
It does.
Every single word of that sounds like a Transmetropolitan sequel. So yeah, but Miles Morales, instant fan favorite. Such a big fan favorite that for a while it was speculated that maybe they were going to use him instead of Peter Parker when they rebooted the Spider-Man movie franchise again. Hopefully they'll still find a way to bring him in because I like Miles. And now comes the part that we have to do every week.
Oh, boo.
Where we must say goodbye to those who've left us.
Take your hat off.
I did.
Okay, you did.
In this case, comedian Victor Kamen. This may not be a name that sounds familiar to you, but this is a face I'm sure you've seen many times before.
Yeah.
He was a that guy. We all know what a that guy is. And he was one of them. He will be missed. There is some good news, though. That's the only death we got this week. Let's get some science going. In astronomy! I love that it's in writing. Damn it, Rabbit, you should do this more often. Anyway. In astronomy news, the Philae Comet lander has officially landed on a comet. First man-made spacecraft to ever do this. Successfully landed and has made contact. It is awake.
This is awesome.
Yep, we get to learn fun things about comets. Speaking of learning fun things, thanks to the methane levels we have found in the soil, it looks like it is possible that Mars soil can support life.
Huzzah!
Oh, shit.
Oh, we're going to terraform you. We're going to terraform the fuck out of you.
And then we're going to take all the GOP members and send them over. Because it is a red planet, and they can have it. And then we'll have our blue planet, and we'll be good.
Once again, the only thing going through my head is my favorite bit from the Martian trailer, and that is the line that I was so glad to hear said by Matt Damon in the movie, I have to science the shit out of this. We got a movie that actually says that. That just makes me happy. In environmental news, it looks like it's the end of the world as we know it.
But I feel fine.
Yeah, scientists predict that mankind, because we have been a little tad bit reckless with our environment, we are looking at a potential sixth mass extinction event.
And guess what? It's our turn this time.
It's supposed to happen within 2 or 3 generations, I believe it said.
Pretty much.
As long as I'm gone by 30 to 60 years.
Knowing my luck.
I already know what's going to happen. I'm going to outlive all you fuckers and have to make puppets of you to carry along with me.
Be scared to know what those are.
All I'm going to say is, it looks like my senior years are going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe I actually get to be Mad X.
No, that's Nyx. Sorry.
Maybe I'll get to be Imperator Furiosa.
Yeah, no. At best, you get to be part of Master Blaster. Because who run Bata Town? Master Blaster run Bata Town!
Can I at least be Tina Turner? I got the legs for it.
No. No, you don't.
You don't have the hair.
Or the tits.
She doesn't have the hair either.
No shit, but I mean, come on, don't take that away from her. You got nothing else. What's love got to do? Got to do?
Hey. We don't need another bad singer.
What's love but a second-hand emotion?
Everyone sing along. What's love got to do?
Got to do it.
Who needs a
What?
heart when
When
a
a
heart can be broken? Woo! You know, it's only a matter of time before we get around to doing a full-on musical number.
No. We have
I'm your private dancer, dancing for money. Do what you want me to do.
And in medical news, Jixie's about to kill us all. No, seriously, medical news. It looks like DDT may be responsible for a 4-time increase in the risk of breast cancer. So we'll have to get rid of the double DDT if we want to save the tatas.
I am all for this cause.
Let's see how you are for this cause. You may need to stop eating Nutella. Turns out the palm oil used to create Nutella is leading to serious deforestation. Like, yeah.
Or how about the fact that, you know, people that are eating massive amounts of Nutella are just basically eating massive amounts of fat and chocolate, and yeah, no. Anybody who says that's a healthy alternative those are the same people. It's like, I'm eating a protein bar. You're eating a candy bar. Candy bar.
See, I buy Nutella every once in a while just because A, it's expensive, and B, I don't need to be eating the shit all the damn time. So I try to.
You know,
No.
It's a treat, okay? Anybody who eats it as part of their daily diet and says it's healthier is just kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
I have never, ever, ever had Nutella. Therefore, I am not part of the problem.
It's quite yummy. But the jar that I have in my pantry is the first jar I've probably bought in at least 2 years.
Again,
just because I don't buy it on a regular basis.
It's one of those things that, you know, again, it's a great treat food. It's basically a spreadable chocolate. That's all it is.
Hershey's has got their own. Reese's did their own as well. You know, chocolate with peanut butter. I mean, a lot. Like even Jif has their own, like chocolate spread. It's like they're trying to get on the bandwagon, and it's.
Yes, Rabbit. It does look like poop. It looks like a giant jar of poop. And I guarantee you, if poop tastes like that, you'd be a fecal-philiac too.
Great, now I'm just getting this image of like me opening a jar and all of a sudden, howdy how!
Pretty
Best
much.
jar of Nutella ever.
Also, finally in medical science news, we have actual film of white blood cells dying. And it turns out, when white blood cells die, they go out like a boss. They immediately say, this is what killed me, get it.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So, there was nothing we could do. They were 2 days away from retirement anyway. Yeah, considering my immune system is where my cancer was, I can't disagree with you there, Rabbit. In technological news, speaking of shitty immune systems, turns out if you have a Samsung phone, you might have less privacy than you think.
That's the S6 and the S6 Edge, though.
For what I got out of it, I could be wrong. I only was able to glance at the article, but no, those it was including those, not just those. That pretty much anything that uses that keyboard software that they use for those is subject to a security flaw, which can make it so anybody can basically listen in on your calls or read your text. If they know what to do, of course. I think Rabbit is still on the immune system thing. And finally, in science news, no, stop it, buddy. In zoology, okay, I'm not sure what your guys' definition of science is, so maybe some of you will argue with me on this, but as far as I'm concerned, this is of major scientific relevance. A man took a picture of a raccoon riding an alligator.
Oh, it was awesome.
Not really science, but still awesome. That should probably fall under miscellaneous.
I don't care. I like to put things under zoology, and that was all I had this week.
I thought it was pretty adorable, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But since you mentioned miscellaneous, let's go to miscellaneous.
Whee!
In awards this week, Daredevil actor Charlie Cox, who played the titular character Matt Murdock, has actually gotten the Helen Keller Achievement Award for his performance playing a handicapped character.
Huh. That's cool.
Did Affleck get that for doing Daredevil movie?
Nope.
Yeah, you want to know why? Because he's a real.
Thank you, Rabbit. Didn't see that coming.
To quote Rabbit, reason Affleck didn't win, he was kept in the dark.
Get off.
In miscellaneous health, speaking of cancer, it turns out Sir John Hurt has been diagnosed with pancreatic. On the upside, though, it's in the early stages, and he says he's very optimistic about recovery.
Proof that the war doctor can't be killed that easily anymore.
Dude.
Of course not. He's got to kill Daleks first.
Mm-hmm. Professor Trevor Broom's not going out like a bitch.
I think it's safe to say that, John Hurt is tougher than Steve Jobs. He survived an alien jumping out of his chest twice now.
Mm.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
And also kudos to him for reprising that role in a Mel Brooks film.
I'll always think of him as Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy is my favorite spy movie ever. In romance, it looks like Daryl isn't the only one with a crossbow, as Cupid got him square in the buttocks, and he's fallen in love with his Walking Dead co-star, Emily Kinney.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out it's one of those things. It's one of those things where basically they just kind of hit it off from the get-go. It's just they just recently now moved from we're good friends to we're really good friends.
Good loving body rockin', knockin' boots all night long.
All night long.
All night. All night long.
I hear that song enough at work. Please stop.
Moving on.
Moving on. And now for our final section of miscellaneous, which I simply call awesomeness. We got 3 articles of awesomeness this week. 1, a company is planning to actually build a steel bridge in midair using a 3D printer.
I know.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
And our second article of awesome, Amazon is putting forward a new app which will actually pay its customers to deliver some of the packages for them. Not too dissimilar to how is it the postal service that will actually pay for your plane ticket and all that as long as you deliver a package to whatever country you're going to?
I don't think that's the Postal Service. But I may be wrong.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, thanks, Rabbit. And finally, our third article in the awesome category. Google has decided that douchebag ex-boyfriends need to stop being rewarded and is going to stop putting, that's the best way to put this, pornographic or nude pictures that are not approved by the people in the picture will be taken out of the search engine.
Mm-hmm.
Which, let's be honest, it says something about how badly you have to fuck up when even Google won't take it.
Yeah, pretty much. When Google starts censoring you, you got to be a real douche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I do not give a shit what the circumstances that your relationship ended under. That's a shitty fucking thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, John will tell you, it's like, when any kind of relationship, romantic, friendly, or otherwise, when it's over, my immediate response isn't to get revenge, no matter how much I may have been fucked over in the relationship, is to just accept the fact that it's over and move the fuck on with life.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now wait a minute. What if she ends up taking your suitcase with your original NES and like all the controllers and like 150 games, and then videotaping it, her setting it on fire?
Yeah, that
You
fucking
were a
sucks,
kid
but
that your grandpa gave you when you were like 6.
yeah, that fucking sucks. But you know what? You were the dumbass that left it at her place.
That is true.
You were the dumbass that didn't take your Nintendo that you value so much.
Rabbit,
and
I'm not
put
sure
it
what
away.
you're going to do to help.
Rabbit saying sue. I don't think there's enough to sue.
You put it on MySpace. Broke my heart.
Did you put it on MySpace?
Yeah, she did. That was that long ago.
Well, regardless, it's one of those things that, you know, if you weren't smart enough to collect it and put it away before you broke up with her, that's on you, homeboy.
The more you know. Do. And that does it this week for High Class Geek News. I think this is one of our longest episodes.
It is.
It's on there.
I remember them being this long in a while.
It's been a while since we had one this late, yeah.
Hey, E3. I knew E3 was going to bring us some real shit. I mean,
Yay!
like I said, I'm not a gamer, and even I got excited from the shit they announced.
Yep.
Yep.
And there's a new thing. It's right. It's first time that Rabbit's having technical issues.
Well, we only got one person on the show who hasn't had it yet.
Is it because I'm new?
Yeah, it's because you're new.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I will.
Like your
When
next.
it's of the least convenience to you, that's when it's going to happen.
Mm.
And that's the message we want you to go away with, people. You will be fucked in the ass when it's of the least amount of convenience to you. Only to have Kanye show up and say he thought Beyonce did it better. This has been High Class Geek News. I've been joined by Nikki B. The Rabbit. Who has been reduced to words. The angry monkey himself, John Little. It's good to have you back.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you. And Jixty, who won't stop laughing whenever we say Uranus.
I've actually stopped.
Or diarrhea. Diarrhea always gets me.
God damn it.
We will be back, as we are every week, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This has been High Class Geek News. Good night.
Night.
Bye.
Peace.